More than 70 unaccompanied children from Guatemala should now be back in the custody of the Health and Human Services Department after a judge temporarily blocked the Trump administration from deporting them back to their home country yesterday. Now, the unaccompanied minors were already on planes. They were ready to take off from Texas when the federal judge issued her order on Sunday. The federal judge ruled the Trump administration could not send the children back to Guatemala unless they had a deportation order. The White House has not yet commented. For more on this, let's now bring in CBS News immigration and politics reporter Camilo Montoya-Galvez. Camilo, this was already happening, so how did this get blocked at the very last minute?
Well, the judge in this case, Chanel, said that she issued what she called an extraordinary order over the weekend because she was very concerned about the information and details that were provided by the lawyers and attorneys representing this group of Guatemalan children. The lawyers alleged that this was an effort by the Trump administration to circumvent and bypass normal immigration procedures to rapidly deport these children without a day in court. They said many of these unaccompanied children from Guatemala still had pending immigration court cases in the U.S. that had not been adjudicated by federal judges, and that the administration was still moving to send them to Guatemala. According to the lawyers, some of them also expressed fear that they could be harmed or otherwise victimized in Guatemala if returned there. The Justice Department, however, Chanel, importantly, has said that this was not a formal deportation effort, that the Trump administration was trying to reunite these children with relatives in Guatemala, and that the Guatemalan government and some of the relatives for these children actually requested the return. So this is a setback for the Trump administration's immigration crackdown, but it's also a case in which the two parties are saying starkly different things.
Right. So interesting. So we also know, Camilla, this is a temporary order. So what does that mean? And what happens next?
That's right. It's a temporary restraining order that lasts for 14 days or 2 weeks, but it could be extended by this judge. Importantly, the Justice Department also said that they strongly disagree with this order and that they will try to have a higher court, an appellate court, stay it for the time being. So it could be possible that the Trump administration revives this effort to deport these children in the future.
And as you mentioned off the top, we're hearing sort of two different narratives of why this was supposed to happen. What are lawyers for some of these children actually saying?
Well, there's a law that they're citing that's called the Trafficking Victims Reauthorization Act of 2008 that actually protects unaccompanied children who are not from Mexico from speedy deportations. It mandates that the government here in the U.S. give them a day in court before moving to deport them, and that it allows them to request asylum and other immigration protections in the U.S. The lawyers are saying the administration did not follow that law and the process outlined by that law, and that it was using this excuse, what they call an excuse of reunification, to deport them summarily without any due process.
Got it. Okay, lots to follow on this story. Well, we know you'll stay on top of it. Camilo, thank you so much.